My name is Victoria Olive, and my presentation is on Stone Mountain, located in Stone Mountain, Georgia. A little bit of history on the carving of Stone Mountain is that it was carved um, as a picture of a Confederate memorial depicting President Jefferson Davis and Generals Robert E. Lee and Thomas J., also known as Stonewall Jackson. It is 90 feet by 190 feet, which makes it a total of 3 acres, larger than a football field. Gupton Borglum was hired to be the first sculptor to work on this masterpiece in 1915. And he started work in 1923, but was only able to complete Robert E. Lee's head before he had a falling out with the managing association and left. So then Augustus Lukeman was the second sculptor. In 1925, he redid Borglum's work, but was also only able to complete Lee's head before the mountain was reclaimed by the family who owned it, before that they started working on it. So for 36 years, no other carvings were done on the mountain. It was just Lee's head there. And in 1958, the mountain was purchased by the state of Georgia. And a competition was held for another sculptor to be chosen to finish the project. In 1963, Walker Kirkland Hancock of Gloucester was chosen to finish the carving. They used thermojet torches to complete the carvings, which allowed for very fine details to be put into the carvings. It took 8 years for the carving to be completely finished, which was in 1972. Now, the formation of Stone Mountain, it is known to be the largest exposed granite dome east of the Mississippi River. It was formed 300 million years ago by an upwelling of magma beneath the Earth's surface. This magma formed into large granite blocks that solidified below the surface. The mountain itself, however, has only been exposed for about 15 million years. When it was still molten, it pushed upwards on the surface, and due to weathering, the rock that covered the granite was worn away. And because the granite itself is much stronger, it was still left and was not worn away and was left above the ground. It is known to be true that after the rock was worn away, the granite now had the freedom to grow and expand outwards, which caused its dome-like shape. It reaches about 750 feet high, but the above ground granite of Stone Mountain compares very little to how much granite actually lies beneath the surface. It is similar to an iceberg in where the top is only a little bit of the whole thing. You can find many weathering pits at Stone Mountain due to chemical weathering from acidic rain. And there are also pegmatite and apatite dikes that have occurred due to fractures being created in the rock from a lack of movement in that area, which later filled with mineralized pegmatite and apatite. Exfoliation is the process that caused Stone Mountain to expand when the pressure of other rock was released off the granite. So you can observe rounded slabs of granite lying on top of the mountain due to this process, which you can see if you take a hike up the mountain. Some old uses for Stone Mountain. When the Venable family owned Stone Mountain, they made great use of its granite. They removed 7,645,700 cubic feet of granite from the mountain, which was shipped everywhere around the world. During this time in 1882, Stone Mountain was a huge producer of granite. Today, it is used as a memorial park, depicting great geological exhibits and a sculpture that can be viewed from afar. It is often common to hike the mountain as well. So today you can go visit Stone Mountain at Stone Mountain Park. It is quite spectacular to see the hard work that has been put into the sculpture. There are many things that you can do at Stone Mountain Park, such as hike up the mountain, get a sky ride to the top, or visit Stone Mountain, the town itself. Here you can find a link to Stone Mountain Park's websites to see if you would be interested in visiting. I think that Stone Mountain is a beautiful site, not only to view the memorial, but to examine the different geological processes that went into forming the mountain itself. So if you'd like, here is a link to Stone Mountain Park, and you can see if you'd want to go see it. Thank you.